big states versus how do you represent small states? New Jersey, was that the big state plan or the small state plan? Small state plan. What part of the government did the New Jersey plan become? Not the House. Not the Electoral College. What part? It's the Senate, yeah. The New Jersey plan became the Senate. And how is representation in the Senate? It's equal. All states have 2 senators. So this was the small state plan, and all states would be treated the same. The big states wanted the Virginia plan. How did they want representation to be? By population or by wealth. And the idea was if you had more people, then you should literally have more voices in the government, ultimately to be able to share the will of the people. So that's really the difference between those two. And that would probably just be multiple choice, probably not be an essay. Other questions that y'all have? Go ahead, Naomi.
I have a question. Emil, who I'm FaceTiming, is asking what the establishment clause is.
The establishment clause. Don't worry about that for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that for this one. The establishment clause was just for the first paper. I mean, if Emil wants, I can put the first paper on here. Do y'all want Emil to have y'all tested on the establishment clause?
No.
Okay, tell Emil on FaceTime that everybody said no, although Alex looks happy. Alex is right up here. Yeah, he looks happy. Other questions? Go ahead.
Implied powers?
Implied powers. That was a today thing for all of y'all. What's the difference between implied and, oh man, I'm drawing a blank. And enumerated, yeah. What's that?
Enumerated is already set in the Constitution.
Can you give me an example?
So,
Anybody, example of enumerated powers?
The coin money or...
Congress has power to coin money.
Raise arms or like declare war.
Okay, raise arms, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Congress has power to declare war, Congress has power to coin money, Congress has power to tax and spend. Implied powers.
It's like what's it?
I'm sorry, zoom in. I'm sorry, say what now? If you want to have like a bite of something too, we can make sure we like double team it. Go ahead, Naomi.
Were you saying that, like, since Congress would coin money, it's implied that they can also make a bank?
Yeah, implied powers, you know, if you have the ability to do things with enumerated powers, if you need to do extra things in order to implement the enumerated powers, it is implied that you can do it. So the basic idea is that if Congress has power to coin money or tax and spend, doesn't it make sense that it would be reasonable for them to have a place to put the money? It's not in the Constitution that you could create a national bank, but at the beginning of the country they did because it helped them with the taxing and the spending and the coining. So that's the difference, and that will be very, very small. The commerce power, however, is going to be very, very big. What are the 2 pieces? What's significant first? What's significant about the commerce power? Okay, the federal government can regulate. That's
the trade most of their power from
the biggest place in the Constitution where the federal government gets its power, Moonlight is right, is in fact the commerce power. And what 2 things have to happen in order for the commerce power to kick in? Go ahead. The exchange of goods or services, that's one, and
Across state lines.
it's got to cross state